So let me turn this like this.
May I have your attention, please? All travelers, if any unknown person attempts to give you any item, including luggage to transport on your flight, do not accept it and notify airline personnel immediately. Do not leave luggage unattended. All carry-on and checked luggage is subject to search.
Hey, what's up, Ian? I'm actually in Los Angeles right now, but I'm getting ready to head out to England. I'm going to be spending the week with Matthew Garrett. And next weekend, as I throw my cards everywhere, next weekend I'm going to be at the Blackpool Magic Convention. I promise I haven't even had anything to drink yet. What's up, Xavier? Hanging out at the gate, man. I always like to get here early, and I got here a lot earlier than I thought I was going to. I thought there was going to be traffic today, and there wasn't really too much traffic on the road, so I ended up getting here like 3 hours before my plane leaves. But it's okay. I walked around, I grabbed some food, and now I'm just waiting. Want to go to England? Haven't been there before. Are you going to Magic Live too? I am going to try to go to Magic Live. Usually when I go to Magic Live, I don't actually go to the convention. I like to just go, you've seen it before, like we've done this before, where I just kind of go and hang out, go to the after parties, and sorry, let me remember how to pull up chat here. I'm like a boomer when it comes to this. I never go live. No traffic in LA. I know. Yeah. Can you believe it? See you at Blackpool. What's up, Shay? I will see you at Blackpool, my friend. Yeah, so yeah, for the Magic Live, I typically don't go to the actual convention itself. Since it's only like a 3-hour drive from where I live, I usually drive up like Saturday morning and then drive home Sunday night. I just stay for a couple days, do the after parties and stuff. Bring a coat. The liquid sunshine is falling. Aplenty. I've never heard. Is it a plenty? Is that the word? Garrett. Aplenty. A plenty. Yeah, I brought my coat with me. Last time when I was in England, I prepared for like blizzard conditions, and when I got there, it was like 10 degrees Fahrenheit colder than it was in California, so I didn't even end up needing my jacket for the most part. That's one of the most original effects of 2022. Yeah, no traffic or anything. I miss your old lunch hangouts. I know, dude. The honest truth is I'm not allowed to have my camera on at Disneyland while I'm at work, even if I'm in the back room. Like, they have this kind of weird rule. They call it backstage. So for those of you who don't know anything about Disney, when you're on stage, that means you're in the area where the guests are.
May I have your attention, please? Emirates flight EK216
Sorry.
is staging
One
for the
second.
following passengers. Passenger Stephanie Hawkridge, passenger Nathan Rice, passenger Sean William Holiday, passenger Sean Todd McBride, passenger Elizabeth Ann Cattell, passenger Jonathan Lewis Cattell, passenger Nicole Ann Starrick, and passenger David Zimmerman. If you hear your name, please proceed to the podium at gate 150. Gate 150 for travel document check and boarding pass to issue. Thank you.
Cool. Yeah, so when you're at Disneyland, you're on stage when you're in the area where the guests are. When you're backstage, you're in like the employee-only areas. So Disney doesn't call the employees, they call them cast members. So when you're backstage even, you're not actually allowed to have your phone or your camera out or anything. I can have my phone out if I'm using it, but if I have my camera turned on, I get in big trouble for that. So I do want to start going live more often I don't know when. Right now, it's kind of hard. I just don't have time because the time that I do set aside for filming for the week, usually it's 1 or 2 days a week that I set aside for filming and editing. It's like 8 hours already. Maybe what I can do is go live while I'm editing, so I can kind of kill two birds with one stone. Maybe get some editing done and what do you call it? Xavier, you're distracting me with your silly question. Either get some editing done and at the same time be able to hang out with you guys and chat. Garrett says, yes, that's right. You'll definitely need your coat this time. Yeah, the rain doesn't bother me too much. My whole family's from back east, New York, New Jersey. So if anything, I'm the spoiled California boy that a lot of them make fun of. But I'll be good. Thank you so much for looking out, though. I really appreciate you. Weston Ding, what's up, buddy? You are like one of my biggest supporters here on YouTube. You are always commenting on everything and hanging out, and I really appreciate you. I'm a friend of Mike O'Brien while I'm at Disney. Yeah, so again, for those of you who don't get the reference, Disney cast members or people who are characters, so like Mickey Mouse or Snow White or any of those characters, they're not ever allowed to say they are that character. Because that breaks the illusion, right? So what they do to get around that is they say, I'm friends with this character. All right, I'm just gonna talk over the voice because hopefully you guys can hear me over the voice. But essentially, if you say I'm friends with that character, that's code for saying that that's the character that you play when you're at work. Since I work at the magic shop at Disneyland as Michael O'Brien, I guess I'm friends with Michael O'Brien because I'm not allowed to say I am Michael O'Brien when I'm at work, technically, right? So Sensei Strange, what's up, buddy? Speaking of people that I hang out with in at Las Vegas for Vegas Live, Sensei Strange and I were roommates at Magic Live last year, or 2020, 2019, whenever it was. Good to see you, Sensei Strange. If you haven't followed any of his stuff, he does some really cool artwork, posters and stuff, and also he does a really good, how I met him actually was I discovered his linking rings routine on YouTube, and he does some cool stuff with like a spirit ball and zombie ball and stuff like that. Yeah, 2019. He also does a really cool, strange, what's the name of the trick with the jewels and the two sticks where the jewels jump around and stuff? I really enjoy watching you perform that as well. So, my plans this trip are to spend some time working on some new stuff with Matt Garrett. I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to see him tomorrow morning, so I'm going to be doing that. Hanging out with him, jumping gems, there you go. Hanging out with him for a little bit, and then Thursday morning we're gonna cruise over to Winter Gardens, get all set up and everything, and do dealer registration and stuff. For those of you who don't know, I'm gonna be working with Matthew Garrett at the Ninja Plus dealer stand in the expo hall, so make sure you guys come. If you're gonna be there, make sure you come say hi. Afterwards, jamming out at the Ruskin. What magic does Matthew Garrett do? Matthew Garrett is the creator of Ninja Plus. Ninja Plus is the linking ring routine that I perform. It's the one that I did for my performance for Penn and Teller, Fool Us. And Matthew Garrett, really good friends of mine, gave me permission to perform that routine, and we kind of partnered up and we've worked together. I carry his product in my online store. I've produced a couple of things for him. We came up with a ring and bottle kind of routine together, so a lot of cool stuff. How long is the flight going to be? What you gonna do to kill flight time? So the flight isn't too bad. It's only like 10 hours. Depending on like weather and stuff like that. Last time I think it was closer to 11 and they said it was going to be 10 hours, so I'm anticipating it's probably going to be the same, especially if you guys are saying that it's going to get a little rainy and stuff. But what am I going to do to kill time? Yeah, 10 hours. Well, only 10 hours for an international trip isn't too bad. It's like 14, 15 hours or something like that if you want to fly to like Japan, I think, or Australia. I don't know. I guess depending on what part of the United States you're coming from. I guess if you're coming from California, it might not be too bad because maybe they fly the other direction. But yeah, what am I gonna do on the flight? Pints Thursday night, dude. You better believe it's gonna be pints Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Maybe not Sunday because we're gonna drive back to New Hamptonshire on Sunday, but definitely pints Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night. For sure. And also, what do you call it? The really cool thing I love about Blackpool, aside from the convention itself, and aside from going to the Ruskin and doing the jam, because that's where like all the magicians hang out afterwards. The Ruskin Hotel, there's a pub in there. Well, I guess you can call it a pub. It's like 4 or 5 like bar areas all in like in the hotel area there. And magicians will take up that entire area, and we jam and do magic and drink and have fun. But one of my other favorite things is the gala show, which is really cool, and which is like the big theater show that they do. And Beat the Wand, which, if you think about it, it's a clever little title there. But essentially, what Beat the Wand is it's a competition in which the people that are attending the convention are allowed to sign up for, and your job essentially is to win over the hearts of the audience, because the audience are actually the ones that judge the competition. So what they do is they take these giant magic wands, like 5 or 6 of them. They're like giant inflatable 6-foot magic wands, and they throw them into the audience. And essentially, you're given, I think, 3 minutes or 5 minutes. I forget how long your set is. I think it's like 3 minutes. You're given 3 minutes to perform. And if the magician holding the magic wand doesn't like your performance, they'll hold their wand up. If all of the magic wands go up, all 5 or 6 or however many it is go up, instantly you're done and you're eliminated from the contest. Then at the very end, the acts that made it through that were not eliminated by the people holding the wands, they're put to a vote, and the people in the audience decide who the winner was. When I was there last, 2018, 2019, again, I forget. I think it was 2019. The person that won, just to kind of give you an idea of how crazy these things are, the person that won ended up doing a zombie ball presentation, but they were naked when they did it, and you could imagine what they used as the zombie. Just imagine, what's his face from South Park, Marsh, the dad. That episode where he did the magic with, you know what I'm talking about. That episode, imagine that, but in real life. That's what this guy did at the competition, and he ended up winning with it. Storm Dudley is blowing in from the west overnight, so it should help you make time. Yeah, like I said, we'll see. Last time it took a little longer to get in, but I'll be honest with you. I'm either going to sleep if I'm able to, or what I'll probably end up doing is just getting some work done on my computer, or finish editing a couple of videos that I have that I haven't gotten around to doing yet that need to go out next week. Or I might play games. I mean, I have my phone. I might play Knights of the Old Republic on my phone, or Roller Coaster Tycoon or something, or just like listen to music or something. Try to knock out, because I'm losing 10, right? I'm losing 10 hours going that way. So when I leave here, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but it'll be 10 o'clock in the morning by the time I arrive. Addie Merritt, what's up, man? Have a pint for me. Dude, you know I'm going to have a pint for you. I need to take you out for pints anyway. You live like 20 minutes away from me. I don't know why we haven't gone out for pints yet. It's my fault mostly because I've been so busy. But I owe you a pint when we get back anyway, because you've been awesome anyway. Tom Lorenz says, have a safe and fun trip. Thanks so much, Tom. I really appreciate you too, buddy. Xavier says congrats. I don't know what you were saying congrats about, but thank you again. Xavier, you've been one of my followers since the very beginning. So you've been sticking around for a while. I really appreciate you. Who else is in here? Got a couple likes from you guys. That's pretty cool. Speaking of liking things, I'm going to go ahead and take a slice of humble pie for a second and brag about something. So those of you who may or may not know, Craig Petty did a Magic Awards kind of thing for his channel, where him and Rylan kind of sat down and they really thought about who their favorite performer was, who their favorite YouTube channel was, who their favorite magic company was, who the best trick of the year was, who the worst trick of the year was, and all this stuff. And I was fortunate enough to win worst trick of the year. No, I was kidding. No, not worst trick of the year. I was fortunate enough to win YouTuber of the year. So that was really cool. If you guys haven't already watched that video, I recommend you check it out. Really cool stuff. And I appreciate you too, Xavier. Thanks, buddy. I still want to come for a weekend sometime to California. By the way, I'm in Oregon right now. Nice, dude. What's up in Oregon? Are you hanging out with friends? You have family up there? Because I want to say you're Austin, right? Austin, Texas. Yeah, so that was pretty cool. That was a really nice little surprise. He rang me and he was just like, hey, can you do me a favor? Can you make a video and send it to me like in the next 20 minutes? And I was like, why? What's up? And he's like, oh, no big deal. We're just presenting you with the YouTuber of the Year award. We need you to do your little thank you speech thing or whatever. And I was like, oh my God, that's so cool. So, oh, you live there now. You moved up there. Very cool. When was this? Not too long ago, I'm guessing. Yeah, so fun stuff. Let's see, what else? I think that's everything. I think I'm all caught up with you guys. Ian says, I don't think I'd be a fan of that idea. I forget exactly what we were talking about, Ian. I'm sorry. So, yeah, fun times. Last summer. Okay, cool. How do you like it? How's Oregon? Rainy? Cold? I'm working right now. I'm hearing bits and pieces here and there. Yeah, I know how that goes. I'm not allowed to really listen to anything while I'm at work anymore, but sometimes I will. I'll sneak a quick bite in or two whenever I can. Trying to create new magic scene up here. What's the magic scene like in Oregon? I don't know off the top of my head any magic clubs, aside from like IBM rings or something in Oregon. I know Washington has a couple of clubs. Yeah, I'm not sure too much. I've never been to Oregon, so I couldn't tell you. All I know is that you guys have the ducks, and everyone goes apeshit over the ducks. It's great. Winter was dark, but weather was great. Yeah, I mean, this even in California, this winter has been a little colder than normal, a little bit more rainy, but nothing compared to how it was a couple years ago. Was it Snowmageddon or whatever they called it, where like the whole United States was covered in snow for a little bit? So not too bad. I am the scene. That's good. That's a good way to think about it. I love it. What do we talk about? I don't even know what to talk about. Aside from talking about myself, what do you guys want to talk about? Someday. Like I said, come to California, man. We have surfing and snowboarding in the same day. You can go surfing in Huntington Beach or Santa Monica, and it's like a 2-hour drive to Big Bear, and you can go snowboarding like in the same day. All right, buddy, have fun at work. I'll talk to you later, okay? Hit me up. Oh, I'm rocking some merch too. I don't know if you guys have seen this one yet. Michael Eaton did that one for me for Fool Us. They needed me to take, because I did a bottle production at the beginning of my routine, and they wanted me to make sure that I didn't have any logos or anything in it. So like it couldn't be like a Guinness logo, which is what I wanted it to be. So they had me take the Guinness logo off, and they were like, if you want to put your own branding on there, as long as the network approves it, you're welcome to do that. So I had Michael make that for me and put that on there. So fun stuff. I prefer coffee and beer in the same day. That's true too. All right, buddy, you have fun, okay? Speaking of beer, we're gonna be doing rounds at the Ruskin, boys. So if you guys are gonna be there, come find me. We're gonna be in the Ruskin after the gala show every night. Again, maybe not Sunday night, but definitely Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night. Gonna be in there. Also come around the dealer stand and come say hi. And come check out Matthew Garrett too. Watch Matthew Garrett do Ninja Plus, dude. If you guys think I do Ninja Plus well, you guys haven't seen Ninja Garrett. Should start calling him that, Ninja Garrett. You guys haven't seen Matthew Garrett do Ninja Plus, dude. Like, he does some of the crazy stuff, and he hits it with precision. Like the one-handed link and stuff. Like I'll do it like a couple times, but he hits it like with precision. On Thursday, can you link a finger ring on my face just like Teller? I'm down. Again, though, you guys haven't seen anything until you've seen Matthew do this. This is incredible. So, what else? What else is going on in my life right now? Brianna, my daughter, is starting to get interested in magic, which I think is pretty cool. They had like a COVID situation at her school, so they ended up shutting her down for a couple of weeks. She ended up having to do tele-school, whatever they call it, where they do Zoom meetings and stuff for a couple weeks. And they would ask the kids, like, what do you want to talk about? What do you want to show us? Do you want to show us a drawing that you did or something? And Brianna goes and she gets her magic stuff and she starts doing magic for her friends. And I just thought that was so cool. She gets so excited when she does it. She does like the appearing flower. Freaking kid can do a strike double lift from the table. So imagine the cards are just sitting on the table. Freaking kid picks up 2 cards, does the move, and then does the change, right? So crazy stuff. And she's only 4, so well, she'll be 5 soon. But I need to get on that. I need to start like actually showing her some stuff. Maybe we can do magic videos together and stuff. I think that'd be pretty cool. Distance learning, yeah, that's it. Yeah, so it's only an hour, which isn't that bad, but you could tell the kids are antsy already by the time they're done. They just, they want to go play, and they don't want to, like, it's different when you're in school. When you're physically there, you're with your friends and you're all hanging out and you feel like you're part of something. When you're doing like distance learning, like I said, or doing like Zoom classes for school, it just feels like you're watching the computer for an hour, so the kids get over it really quick. Which is part of the reason why I'm not a huge fan of Zoom magic performances. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some crazy performers, like Charlie Fry is incredible if you've never seen him do Zoom stuff. There are some like walk around close-up magicians that have adapted to doing Zoom stuff. Like watching Doug Kahn do stuff is great, like for his YouTube channel and for TikTok and stuff. I'm not knocking any of those performers. They do great at what they do. For me personally, though, like a good chunk of my magic is very interactive. Like I put things in their hands and I ask people to come up and do this, and like there's a new addition to my act. It's not really a new addition, but something that I've been doing more, which is my Nintendo trading card thing that I do with like the game console and stuff. If you guys haven't seen it already, I posted a video. When did I post that video? Last Friday? I forget. A highlight video of me performing for Magic Meets Food here at the Haven City Marketplace in Rancho Cucamonga. And I did this act with Nintendo cards, right? But the kicker ending is it's like a tossed out deck routine. So I have multiple cards with different games on them chosen from different spectators. And I hand them an NES controller. So they're actually holding the controller. And I tell them to close their eyes and imagine that they're playing the game. So they're like playing like on the controller, right? And it's like a mind reading trick essentially, but I don't play it like a mind reading trick. I play it more like I'm looking at their reactions and I'm watching them play the game, and based on how they play the game, I'm able to determine what game they're playing. Well, I do it 1, 2, 3, 4 spectators, and I turn around and I put out my hands and I say, if I got your game right, go ahead and hand me your controllers and have a seat. And 3 out of the 4 spectators give me their controller and they sit down. So like I screwed up, right? Like I didn't get the last one correct. And so I'm there for a minute asking the guy, like, well, what game was it? And the guy was like, I don't know what the game is. I've never played it before. And I was like, well, that's probably why I couldn't guess, right? Like you didn't even know what game you were playing. I'm like, what was the name of the game? And he says Double Dragon. And I was like, oh, well, Double Dragon was actually one of my favorite games. It's the last game that I played. In fact, if you walk over to the game console, it might still be in there. And he goes over and he opens up, it's an actual NES console. He opens it up, he pulls the cartridge out, and it's the Double Dragon game cartridge. So, like that kind of stuff, you can't really do that through Zoom, right? Because like, it's just a bunch of people there just watching you perform, right? And yeah, there's audience participation. You can ask someone choose a card, or you can tell someone to think of a month of the year or something like that, right? But it's not the same level of interaction. So that's just me personally. Sorry I went off on that little tangent there. Hey, what's up, Gavin? Gavin is in Texas as well. Houston, right? Forget what you told me. You said Houston, I believe. Either Houston or was it San Antonio? I don't remember. I apologize. Yeah, I have a couple of people out in Texas that have been wanting to get something together. I'm going to try to get, next time I'm in Texas, I'm going to try to set aside a day just for magicians to get a jam together. Bridgeport. Near Fort Worth. Okay, so you are near Dallas then. So you, Alan Paletti, there's a couple of other people off the top of my head I'm trying to remember that are Dallas, and then there's a bunch more people, like you got Brian Brushwood and who else? Cody Fisher, Matt Dillahunty, a couple of other people in Austin. So maybe we can split the distance and meet somewhere in between and get like a magic jam going. That'd be pretty cool. Like meet up at like a pub or at a restaurant or something somewhere and get like a magic jam going. That'd be pretty cool. Thomas asks, will you be selling your books at Blackpool? I'll be honest with you. Last time when I came to England, I did a lecture tour. Matthew Garrett, actually, again, Matthew helped me set it up. He essentially got me a lecture at 8 different magic clubs, including the Magic Circle I did a lecture at too. And I brought all my stuff with me, and it was like so much work and all that stuff. And I had like 5 suitcases full of magic stuff, and I sold a lot of it. But this year, I think it's going to be a lot more low-key. If anyone wants to buy something from me this year, I think what I'm going to do for Blackpool is hand out a discount code for anyone that attended the Blackpool convention. And you can use that discount code in my online store, and then when I get back, I'll just ship you whatever you wanted. The discount will probably be like 20%, so it can help you guys basically cover the cost of shipping and everything, especially if you're international. But otherwise, I don't think I'm going to, obviously I'm not. I didn't bring it with me. I'm not going to be selling any of my stuff. I'm going to be there solely to help Matthew Garrett sell his product because, again, he's been so good to me. He's helped me out with my career. He's helped me out with setting up that lecture tour with me. He helped me audition for Fool Us, and basically since day one was my personal mentor and consultant for the Ninja Plus stuff. So I think I'm just going to be doing that. I'm not going to be bringing my own stuff. Dang, this chat room be popping, boys. Yeah, I know. You guys are cool. It's kind of awesome to see everyone in here. Garrett says, I think Zoom magic suits some styles or performers more than others. You seem more of a people performer. The way you interact with your participants is first class. Thanks, Karen. I really appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Yeah, I definitely feed my energy off of the audience in the room. If I'm performing and the room is completely flat and no one seems like they want to be there and it's really dead, I have to amp myself up and really dig deep into that bag and pull out, you know, the energy to be able to raise the room. Now, the other way around, let's just say like I'm tired, it's been a long day, I'm having a hard time, I got a lot on my mind, whatever, and I go into a room and they're already like really excited and they're ready and they're having a good time. Like a flip switches and I'm able to just go off and just do my thing and it's great. So I definitely need to feel off the energy. And when you're doing Zoom and like half the people have their cameras turned off and you can't see anybody, I just see a bunch of names. It's like watching the Brady Bunch. You got like a bunch of names and like a bunch of people's faces and stuff, and I don't know. But Joshua Servito says, hey man, big fan of your YouTube channel. Thanks, Joshua. I appreciate you, buddy. I really do. I hope you guys enjoy the stuff that I've been putting out. I am going to start doing reels or, bye Gavin. I am going to start doing reels or shorts or TikToks or whatever you want to call it again at some point. I just don't know what I want to do for that yet. I don't want to do TikTok content, if that makes sense. Like I don't want to do like, hey guys, Michael O'Brien here, and today we're gonna do blah, 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 and like some cheesy TikTok thing. If I can find a way to honestly do like what Doug Kahn does, I think, where he doesn't cheese it up. He just does his worker material, he does his busking stuff, and he does tricks that you can get at like, oh, you're saying bye to Thomas. Sorry. He does tricks that you can get, what do you call it, at like the store. So I'm missing comments from you guys. That's what it is. Things that you can get at the store, and he performs them really well for his TikTok followers. I've got to go now. Have a safe flight. See you in Blackpool. Okay, Thomas. Thanks so much, buddy. I'll see you probably Thursday or Friday, whenever you get in. Cool. Definitely wishing you safe travels to and from. Thanks so much, Xavier. Again, I appreciate you. Yeah. So, where was I? Forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yes. So I'm gonna be doing that, but I just haven't quite figured out what I want to do exactly yet. I'll probably do something like how I said, like some kind of quick performances that are like 30 seconds long, so that I could put out more content for you guys. I'm gonna try to grow the channel a little bit more, and I know the shorts help reel in new people, so we're probably gonna do that. But cool. Yeah. So what time is it now? It's like 2 o'clock. Orientation is locked, so I can't do that. Okay. Yeah, I'm guessing. Where's the clock? I can't see this clock. It's like 2:13. There you go. Perfect. Pacific Standard Time, baby. Yeah, so I thought you were going to work, Xavier. You creeping around still here? Don't get in trouble at work. I'll see you later, buddy. So, what else? What else do we want to talk about? I don't know what else is really going on. Josh J and Andy Gladwin popped into the magic shop the other day, and I wasn't there. So bummed out about that. Apparently they wanted to hang around for a little bit and ask some questions. It'd be really cool if them and Gino, the owner of the shop, were able to come together and come up with some kind of deal, because I'd love to carry Vanishing Ink product in the store. I think that'd be pretty cool. The Bond villain. What's up, dude? You going to Blackpool? Yes, I am. That's where I am right now. I'm not in Blackpool yet. I'm in Los Angeles still, but I'm at the airport, just waiting for my flight. So, gonna be flying into London, spending some time in Northamptonshire with Matthew, and then driving down to Blackpool on Thursday. So, if you're gonna be there, come stop by the Ninja Plus dealer booth in the expo hall, the dealer hall, whatever you want to call it. Come say hi. So, trying to think if there's anything else. I want to go so bad. Yeah, I know. It's pretty cool. It's fun. Magic Live too. It's similar to Magic Live. I think it'd probably be easier for you to go to Magic Live. You're what, Gavin? 16? Oh, I think you wanted. You told me 15, 16, something like that. Am I going all out with the money? Like, am I going to spend a lot of money? I'm coming with like 500 quid in my pocket. I don't know if I'm going to spend it all. The majority of that is for like food and to pay the hotel, because I haven't paid the hotel yet, and drinks. To be honest with you, I don't think I'm gonna buy too much magic stuff. If something catches my eye in the dealer hall, I might buy something, but right now I'm at a point in my career where I'm more interested in coming up with my own stuff than buying other things. There are exceptions to that rule, but for the most part, I probably won't end up buying anything. Yeah, you guys are cool. Thanks for hanging out. I'll probably stay on for a little while. And I'm gonna probably get off here in the next 20 minutes. So if you guys got another 20 minutes, I'll be happy to hang out with you. Why is there no trailer for the Blackpool Magic Convention? That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if there is some kind of like marketing outside of just magicians. I don't know. I probably will. I'm 99% sure I'll do a video on it. I did a video on the Beat the Wand competition from a couple years ago already. If you go back and watch this video after the live is finished, or if you want to rewind back and watch it or whatever, it's up to you. I talk about the Beat the Wand competition. I talk about the gala show. I talk about the Ruskin and the after party jams and stuff. I might do like a full thing just talking about what Blackpool is and what you can expect from it, for anyone that maybe wants to go next year. As far as marketing and advertising, I think it's one of those things that it's been going on for so many years and it's so popular already that I don't know. It's one of those things where the marketing kind of just speaks for itself. They make an announcement saying, okay, tickets are on sale now. And mostly they post in magic Facebook groups, and certain magic companies will like promote it and stuff like that. There's a Facebook group called Blackpool Magic Convention. Let me try that again. Blackpool Magic Conventioneers. So if you join that Facebook group, you'll see all the announcements and everything like that. When tickets are on sale and all of that stuff. I want to say you can even start buying tickets as early as like the day that the convention is done. That I'm not 100% sure of, but yeah, Blackpool's cool. Magic Live is cool. I haven't done Magi Fest yet. I know Magi Fest is another big one. I've done Penguin Max. Penguin Max is a small version of it. It's like 2 days, I think. But for the most part, yeah, I've done those. I haven't done the 4Fs convention yet either. That one is by invitation only, I believe. And that one's in New York, I think. What else? Yeah, there's other competitions or other conventions too. Which creator am I looking forward to seeing at the convention? That's a good question. I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of people. I think I've developed enough of a relationship now with how I interact with people that I can literally rock up to any dealer stand and just be like, hey, what's up, dude? How's it going? And even if they don't know who they are, just kind of have a conversation with them. I think my favorite person to watch at Blackpool pitch is Mark Mason. If you haven't seen Mark Mason do a pitch, he can pitch ice cubes to an Eskimo and make it look so cool, and they'll buy it. Like, he is really good at what he does if you haven't seen him pitch. As far as, you know, which creator I want to see, like I said, that's a good question. I don't know if there's any particular one. There's a lot of people that I've become friends with over the last couple years that I haven't met in person yet, like Craig Petty, Baz of Black Cat Magic. I'm looking forward to hanging out too. Oh man, off the top of my head, there's like, I can't think of any particular names, but there's a lot of people off the top of my head. I don't know if Henry Harrius is going to be there or not. Look forward to hanging out with him. Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of cool people that are going to be there. Last time when I was there, we set up a booth just across the way from Dirk Losander, so that was really cool to watch Losander do his thing. Of course, you have, you know, the guys from like Vanishing and Penguin are going to be there. I just saw Eric Tate just boarded his flight like an hour ago. So the Penguin Magic guys are going to be there. The Illusionist team will be there. I'm sure Danny Garcia and those guys will be there. Yeah, it's going to be great. David Stone is another... Oh, sorry guys. David Stone is another one of my favorites too. David Stone is probably my favorite lecturer. Because what he does is he does a performance, right? So you already enjoy the performance. And then usually the boring part of the lecture is the actual explanation. Like, okay, cool. We had fun. Now let's break it down and see how it works. David Stone almost performs the lecture bits. I don't know how else to explain it. Like, perfect example. So he does a bottle production, right? You guys all know which one I'm talking about. You reach into your coat, you pull out some scissors, you're holding a balloon. You pop the balloon and a bottle of champagne appears, right? So he teaches that, right? He teaches how to do it. And then he goes on to say, okay, now that you guys know everything, how it works and stuff, we're going to go ahead and do this again now, okay? So he gets a balloon, he blows it up, he ties it, and he reaches for the scissors, and he lets go of the balloon on accident, and the balloon goes up. The balloon goes up to the ceiling. And he's like, oh my God, like what happened, right? And then you look back down at David, and he's just holding the bottle now. So like, and that caught us all off guard. And that was while he was teaching us how to do the bottle production. So like little things like that, like he does a really good job of keeping you entertained and having fun with you while you're watching the actual tutorial portion of the lecture. VUR.life. Shahia Osborne, what's up? I don't know what your comment means, but welcome. If you see Garrett Thomas, take a quick picture with him for me. I don't know if Garrett Thomas knows who I am, but definitely if I run into him, I'll ask for a photo with him real quick. I'm planning on taking a lot of pictures with a lot of people, so chances are I probably will get one from him anyway. Mark Mason is hilarious. Yes, he really is. He's so cool. Very charismatic. We need a vlog video of you with your favorite trick at the convention in your channel. Yeah, I'll take a look. So I'll be honest, I'm not going to have a whole lot of time at the convention to actually do convention stuff. I am going to be working. I might take a break and like walk around. I'm going to walk around the dealer's room day one, Thursday. Like when the dealers are setting up, I'm probably going to do a lap after I help Matthew set up his stand. I'll probably do a lap. Maybe I'll do a live or maybe I'll do a video. Just walking around saying hi to everyone at the dealers. But as far as actual convention stuff, I'll be honest with you, I'm not going to get a whole lot of time to do the actual convention stuff. Ben Vale, what's up, buddy? Welcome to the chat. This is where the magic, and you get to listen to me talk. So it's fun stuff all around. And you also get to listen to the airport person talk too. So
Attention to the
Yes.
terminal. LATAM informed that we are boarding flight LATAM 603 bound to Santiago in connections. We invite all our passengers.
Where the waiting happens. That is true. I always like to get to the airport at least an hour early, just to get through TSA and everything. And I anticipated there's gonna be a lot of traffic today in Los Angeles, and there was no traffic. Can you believe it? So I ended up getting here like 3 hours early. So I grabbed a quick bite to eat, and now I'm just waiting. Flight will be boarding in, I don't know, half an hour. Right? We said it's 2:30. Yeah, flight will start boarding in about half an hour. So not too bad. And then a 10-hour flight, give or take, depending on how weather is. But according to Garrett, it shouldn't be too bad because the wind is blowing from the west or from the east, whichever way it's blowing. So hopefully it's not too much. Yeah, so here's an interesting question that I had. Someone mentioned something like, oh yeah, these creators are putting out a lot of good stuff. A lot of magic tricks are coming out. And someone asked me like, why didn't you put out really any magic this last year or so? Like, what have you been doing? And here's the thing. I've been putting out a lot of magic. I wrote a book. And in that book, I taught, how many effects were in this book? Like 38, 39 effects in that book. Things that I perform, including my manga book test. I put in there more card magic, some coin stuff, my Pokemon themed thing that I do. So 2021, I didn't put out a lot of different products, but I did put out my book, which has a lot of magic in it. So if you guys haven't checked that out, you should check that out. It's pretty cool. I suppose I could take each one of those things and make them into its own product. But what I decided to do instead was actually teach some of that stuff here on my YouTube channel. And it's for Mob Squad members. So you sign up, it's $1 a month. And I'm trying to put 2 or 3 tutorials out a year. So I can kind of, you guys have been very supportive. I want to kind of try to give back. I could easily make it like a $10, $20 a month subscription. I'm only asking for $1 a month because it's not so much about the actual money that I'm making from it. I just want to be able to make like $15, $20 an hour for the amount of work that I put into the channel. If I can make that, because it takes me about 10 hours a week to run my YouTube channel. So if I can make a couple $100, like $300 a month, $350 a month from YouTube, that's all I need, and I'm good. Right now we're at about 158, something like that, members, so it's not too bad. How long is the flight? It says it's about 10 hours, but we'll see, maybe 11. Depends on the winds and stuff. Do you like Guinness? Love Guinness. That's pretty much all I drink as far as beer and whiskey. Those are my 2 drinks. Books are always better value. I do agree. One thing that I really enjoy about books too is you don't see a performance from the person that wrote the book. So it forces you to kind of come up with your own interpretation of what the performance should look like. And that helps a lot with a lot of copy-paste style performances where you'll have 10 magicians that all learned the trick and they all perform it the same way that they learned it. So when you learn magic from a book, they'll all perform the same trick, but they're all going to do it differently because they were forced to come up with like their own story and presentation and stuff. That's something that I love from, from books. Blowing in the same direction as your flight coming from the west. There we go. Yeah, so hopefully 10 hours and we'll be good. I have a non-magic related question. Go for it, Gavin. Yep, you have put in your own style to it. Yes, definitely. Like I said, when you come up with your own kind of presentations. So if I could have a soapbox that I would stand on, that is the only soapbox I'd be allowed to stand on and have, my rant that I do constantly, it would be that I like to see more original magic. And when I say original magic, I don't mean that you have to come up with some crazy new premise. Just something as simple as coming up with your own unique story, right? So one thing that I like to do for my students is I give them homework. I'm going to give you guys homework because I think that you guys would like this. It's not too crazy, but try it. Just go with me for a second. I want you to get a piece of paper and I want you to make two columns, column A and column B. Column A, I want you to write down a list of your favorite magic effects to perform. Ones that you can perform well, ones that you can do all the way through, ones that if I were to say, hey, show a trick to these people. There's people sitting right here in the airport with me, show a trick to them, right? You could confidently walk up to them and do the trick knowing that it's gonna go well. You're not gonna screw it up, right? List all of those out in column A. In column B, I want you to come up with your favorite things that you're passionate about, things that you enjoy that have nothing to do with magic. So for me, this list would look like anime, music, my family, video gaming, Among Us, Nintendo, Pokemon, my Irish heritage, my family, right? My daughter, Guinness, right? Like all of these things, I would write a list of all of the things that I enjoy from life, Disney, whatever, right? And what you're gonna do now is you're gonna play the connect with the lines game, right? The matching game. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna draw a line from column A, one of the tricks that you wrote in column A, to one of the premises in column B. What that's gonna do is that's gonna help you to kind of come up with stories based on things that you enjoy that you can inject into your performances. So here, let me give you an example now. Let's just say in column A, I wrote card to pocket, okay? I like to perform the card to pocket effect. Standard effect, card vanishes from the deck, ends up inside the pocket. At the very end of the trick, the card's folded up into quarters and it ends up inside my wallet or in a mint tin, like the mint box, like the Danny Garcia mint box or whatever, right? Take that, I drew a line from that to Pokemon, right? So now, how can I make this into a Pokemon story? Well, pocket monsters is what Pokemon stands for, right? So I already have a connection there. Card to pocket, pocket monsters. There's already like a line there. So what I do is I say, does anyone here know why they're called Pokemon? It actually stands for pocket monsters. Yeah, because they actually go from the deck into my pocket, right? And now I'm not using playing cards when I do this. I'm using Pokemon cards. So the magic word, rather than abracadabra or whatever magic word, it could be Pokemon, I choose you, and the Pokemon jumps into your pocket. At the very end of the effect, it doesn't make sense for the card to be folded up in my wallet or inside of a mint tin, right? So where should the card go? Why not inside of a Pokeball? It makes sense, right? Children love it. Adults love it because it's nostalgic, especially if you're like in your 30s, late 30s, early, maybe not early 40s, but yeah, I guess. High schoolers, people would have been in high school around that time when it came out, right? So they have that nostalgia factor. Late 30s, early 40s maybe would get that nostalgia factor from it. Pokemon's all like 20 years old already. Holy crap. Pokemon came out in what, 97? I think the video game came out in 96. Yeah, Pokemon's been around for a while. So that's essentially the exercise. What's another one? Coins across. And on this side, Jameson whiskey, because I like whiskey, right? So why not do a coins to glass and make it like in a whiskey glass, and then after I've done all of the coins across, I produce a bottle of Jameson, I pour myself a drink in the whiskey glass that I used for the thing. When I say come up with a story, I don't mean it has to be like, one day I was walking down the street and I ran into, 3 lovely hearts or something. I don't know, like it doesn't have to be like an actual story. It could just be, injecting things that you're passionate about into your performance. So I had a couple of comments while I was doing my little rant there, so let me get to them real quick. What's my favorite anime? Oh, that's a good question. I don't know if I have a favorite one. I will list a few of my favorites. And these, I'll be honest with you, I don't watch too much anime anymore these days. But I really love Lupin the Third, Inuyasha. I grew up with Pokemon, Detective Conan, Death Note, Cowboy Bebop. Yeah, off the top of my head, I'm trying to think. Fooly Cooly. A lot of these were like Cartoon Network, Adult Swim shows that they used to play, you know, when I was a kid. That's how I got into anime. Well, I guess as a genre, that's how I got into anime. Of course, I grew up with Pokemon. As soon as that came out, like everyone, I think everyone my age was watching Pokemon at that time. It went crazy viral back in the day. Those are probably some of my favorite animes. Yu-Gi-Oh! Do you have anything out on purse frame magic? Yes. I don't want to say that I have the most stuff out on purse frame magic because I don't think so. But I definitely do have a lot of work on the purse frame. I just did a Penguin Live Act lecture not too long ago, like 2018, I think, 2019. Again, my years are all blending together at this point. And in that lecture, I teach like 4 methods using a purse frame. I produce a Sharpie, I produce a handkerchief, I produce a card, I produce a sponge ball. I do sponge ball routine with it. So check all that stuff out. I just did, right here on my channel, I just did a tutorial for the coin purse Vanish. I call it Tribute to Eugene Berger because it's based on a thing that he does. But essentially you take the coin purse, and you guys can watch the performance for it. It's right here on my channel. That's available to the public. I take the coin purse and I open it, and I put the coins inside the purse, and then immediately show both hands empty, and the coins have completely vanished. That uses a method created by Eugene Berger. I do a sponge ball routine with a purse. I do coin magic with a purse. I produce a Sharpie. I produce a handkerchief. I produce playing cards. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do with the purse frame. And I came up with a project called Who Framed Michael O'Brien? It's a PDF or a book, if you want to buy the actual book, with a bunch of routines that I do using the purse frame. There's like 8 routines taught in there, I believe. Love the exercise, genius assignment. Thank you. It's not anything too super clever, I don't think. But what do you call it? So, Artie Loon is in here. I'm at Terminal 2 at LAX. If you're here, come find me. I know that you're flying out soon, unless you're not leaving today. Obviously, there are other flights. But yeah, I'm at LA right now. Full Metal Alchemist is great. Love Full Metal Alchemist. Yeah, my little brother... Oh, you're in Washington. My little brother really loved Full Metal Alchemist. I didn't get into that one too much. There was another couple that I used to watch all the time. I'm trying to remember. Oh, you're in layover. Where did you fly from originally? From Los Angeles? You're still living in LA, right, Danny? So yeah, from LAX. Yeah, I did not want to do layover, so I'm flying Virgin Atlantic direct to London Heathrow. I did not want to deal with layover. It's already a 10-hour flight. I did not want to, because it would have been like $300 to do a trip with layover, and I paid almost twice as much. I paid like $600 because it's a direct flight. It's straight there. The layover was like 20 hours it would have taken to get from here to London. And I was like, yeah, no, I don't want to deal with that. But yeah, back to the anime thing. Yeah, I'm trying to remember off the top of my head other anime that I used to watch. Abanabashi was another one. That one was kind of weird, but it was kind of fun too. Abanabashi, the Magical Arcade. That one was interesting. Thanks, buddy. You too. Dude, like I said, the Ruskin. You know the deal. This isn't your first rodeo. Meet up at the Ruskin. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights for sure. Maybe Sunday night. I don't know when we're gonna head back to Northamptonshire from Blackpool, but we'll probably leave not too late because I think it's like a 3-4 hour drive. It's like a Vegas trip essentially, so we'll probably leave not too late, but we'll see. We'll have plenty of time to hang out. Make sure you stop by Matthew Garrett's stand and say hi while you're there too. Yeah. And safe flight to you too, buddy. Whoop. Sorry, I threw you guys there. Hopefully you're wearing your seatbelts. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it just so I can start getting ready. They're gonna start boarding here in like 20 minutes. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. My Hero Academia, I haven't watched it. I know that like everyone and their mom is watching it right now, and I heard it's really good. That is one that's on my list at some point to watch. But yes, I'm gonna go ahead and log off now. Thanks so much for joining me, guys, keeping me company. And if you are heading out to Blackpool, safe travels. If not, sorry guys. The British pints are 20% bigger. Is that what they say? It's not the size that matters though, right? It's the quality, how you use it. I haven't had a pint in Ireland yet. I need to do that still. I need to go for pints in Dublin for sure. But yes, definitely. I will see you guys. Again, safe travels if you're traveling. If not, thank you anyway for joining me, guys. You rock. I will hopefully get to do 1 or 2 more of these while I'm in country, in England. And then if not, I'll be back next Tuesday, back to your regularly scheduled program of you watching me and shenanigans here on YouTube. But anyways, you guys take care. And sorry, I threw you again. You guys take care, and I'll see you later, okay? Later, taters.